sector. So this is a circle. This point that I marked is the center of the circle. Any length, any line that goes from one end of the circle to the other end and it passes through the center is known as the diameter. Half of the diameter is the radius. So the length from here to here in any direction is known as the radius. Radius is extremely important when it comes to solving questions related to related to circles. So we have established that radius is equal to half of the diameter. Diameter can be from the radius can be from have to be from the circle center to any where on the edge on the boundary of the circle. So it can be from here to the circle center, or from here to the center. That will be the radius. The formula for the area of the circle is equal to area is equal to pi multiplied by the square of r. So pi r square. And the perimeter, the circumference, which means that the length of the boundary of the circle, like all of this, the length of all of that is known as the circumference. The formula for the circumference is 2 into pi into r. So let's look at an example. Let's suppose that in a question the radius we're given is equal to 10, and we're asked to calculate the area or the circumference. So the area will be pi times 10 square. We will in the question you'll have to multiply the actual value of pi with 100, and then then whatever answer you get is going to be the area, and it will have a respective unit. Let's suppose that it is centimeter. Please important reminder is that whenever you put the unit of area, it has to be in square. So let's suppose that we're also supposed to find out the diameter of this circle. So the not the diameter, I apologize, the circumference. So for that we would use the formula 2 pi r. This will be 2 pi times 10, which we're given 20 pi. Multiplying 20 with pi, we get an answer, and the unit would be centimeter only, because it's not area, it's only the length. So let's suppose that in a question we're not given the radius, we're only given the diameter, which is 20. Or let's suppose the diameter we're given is 10. So if diameter is the whole length, then the radius would be half of the diameter, which means the radius would be equal to 5. Using that formula, we'll put it in the using that value, we'll put it into the formulas of area and circumference, and we will get the respective area. Similarly, we'll also put it into the formula of circumference, which will be 2 pi into radius, which is 5. So we have 10 pi centimeter. So the questions are relating to the area and the related to the area and circumference are mainstream. All you have to do is, the most important part is that you use the radius and not the diameter, and you should also be careful about putting the square sign on the unit. The next topic is the area of sector. So let's suppose that this is a circle. So if we divide this circle, then this area, which I am marking, which I am highlighting in red, is going to be the area of sector. So let me draw an enlarged figure. So this is basically what an area of sector looks like. It has an angle here, theta, and this curve length starting from here to here is known as the arc length. Arc length is denoted by S. This distance from A to B is the radius. As you remember that any line, any distance from the center to the edge is the radius. So this is the radius, this is the angle theta, and this is the arc length s. So in O-level examinations, the angle you'll be given will always be in degrees. So the formula that you use for area of sector, given that the angle is in degrees, is, I apologize, it's theta divided by 360 times pi r square. So basically you're taking a so how this formula works is that you're taking a ratio of the angle that you have with the total angle and then multiplying it with the total area pi r square, so you get the area of the sector. So let's suppose that we have a question which states that the angle is the theta is 20 degrees while the radius is 5 centimeter. So we'll put it in and we'll have 20 by 360 times pi into 5 square. So we'll solve this and whatever answer we get will be in centimeter square. The formula, in some questions you'll be asked to calculate the arc length. So in that case, you will be the formula will be theta by 360 into 2 pi r. It is you will also note that how this formula works is that you take a ratio of the angle that you have with 360 and then you multiply it with the circumference, which is 2 pi r. Therefore you get the arc length. So let's suppose that that in the question we have the value of theta being 20, the value of radius being 5. So we'll put it in and we have 20 by 360 times 2 pi into 5. So whatever answer we get is going to be the arc length in centimeter. So in some questions, the area of sector will you'll also be asked to find the area of triangle. Let's mark this A, let's mark this B, let's mark this C. So some questions will ask you to find the area of triangle. I will mark the triangle in blue so you can understand what the triangle part is. So in such questions, you'll use the formula half into A into B into sine of the angle theta. Here A will be this side and B will be this side. So basically you multiply half with first side and the second side and then with the angle between them, which is theta. This will give you the area. So let's suppose that we have the length of AB, which is 12. We have the length of AC, which is also going to be 12 because AB is the radius and AC is also the radius. Remember that the radius is the line going from the core to the surface to the edge of the circle. So AB and AC will be it will be equal to 12. Theta is equal to 20 degrees. So half into 12 into 12 into sine of the angle 20. The value you get will be the area of this triangle. In some questions you will be asked to find the area of shaded region, the shaded region, and this will be the shaded region. So in these questions you'll find the area of sector and then minus the area of triangle to get this area. This will be in centimeter square. Thank you.